As I'm getting older, I'm starting to realize how many people actually peaked in high school. And at first you'll laugh and think it's funny until you actually realize how depressing their life really is. A little bit ago, I go back home for my monthly hometown trip, not thinking this would be any different from the others. Let me tell you, this trip was completely different because I bump into a girl that I never thought I would see again. Becky from my high school. And as I'm looking at her, I'm shocked because it looks like she time traveled back to 2016, wearing a velvet choker, Kylie lip kit, and a Brandy Melville top. Okay, and when we lock eyes, she runs up and hugs me and goes, "Oh my God, Jackie, it's been so long. We need to catch up ASAP." In my mind, I'm thinking that she's just being friendly, but as soon as she turns away, okay, I get a text on my phone. Guess who it's from? It's Becky. She followed up with me literally 5 seconds after she turned around and left. She's like, "Hey girl, would love to see you tomorrow, just confirming a time." I don't want to be rude, so I say, "Sure, why not?" Thinking, how bad could this be? I was not prepared for what this day would be like. Because fast forward, I meet her at this dingy little Starbucks. As we're ordering our drinks, she's like, "What do you think about, maybe going to a mall or something? I think that could be fun, right? We could do maybe walk around a bit." And in my mind, I'm like, "Okay, girl, I have not walked around in a mall in years. Why not? Let's relive the good old days." We head to the parking lot, we take her car, and I'm surprised to see that it's the same Toyota Camry from when we were 16, right? And as we're driving there, we're chatting. She's like, "Oh my God, I miss high school so much. It was so fun. Don't you remember all these people? And how we would, just sit on the field and laugh all the time. I wish we were back in those days." And I tell her, I'm like, "Honestly, I don't really miss high school that much." And when I said that, her face twists into this disgusting, confused face. She goes, "What do you mean? That was the best time of our lives." I tell her, "For you maybe, but don't you remember? I was bullied in high school. Actually, you bullied me and called me horse face for most of our high school years." She's like, "Oh my God, Jackie, that was so in the past. Let's just enjoy our time." Brushed it off that didn't give me years of trauma, and we head to the mall. And as we're walking around with our little drinks, she points out, the new garage store and tells me "Yeah, I actually work there. I'm the manager now." Before I could even register what she was saying to me, I see Becky spot someone across the mall and start running after them. Jumps behind this man, gives him a big hug, and when he realized whose it was, he flips her around and starts making out with her passionately, no one is watching. As I'm standing there, shocked, wow, look at this PDA. I literally gag when I see whose face it is. And it was a face that it was far too familiar to me. This was our band teacher, Mr. Smith, from the 10th grade. I'm standing there looking around, seeing if anyone else thinks this is weird that a 25-year-old is making out with a prune. So when Becky runs back, all I have is questions for her. I'm like, "When did this happen?" She's like, "Oh, well, after graduation. He was my favorite teacher, so I asked him for coffee, and one thing led to another, and we've been together for the few years now." Well, this man really did wait for her to be legal, okay? I keep my mouth shut. This is not my life. But as we continue walking around the mall, we're grabbing a little pretzel. Becky asked me if I'm free tonight. I'm like, "Yeah, what's going on? What do you have planned?" She tells me, "Well, one of my friends is hosting this big event tonight, and I was wondering if you would go. It's supposed to be super fun. It's supposed to be a bonfire, just cutesy little drinks, good music, nothing insane. I'm only here for a few days. Why the fuck not?" Okay, she tells me she'll pick me up at 7 and she'll drive us there. 7 o'clock rolls around. I'm getting ready, wearing cute little kitten heels, blazer. I'm kind of excited for tonight. I haven't been out in my hometown in forever. Now, I'm thinking this would be a good night. No. This night was nothing like I would have expected, okay? Because when Becky picks me up. I walk into her car. She's already playing, "Hey, what's up, hello, such a pretty ass." I'm like, Jesus Christ. What year are we in? But I'm kind of enjoying it. Like, it's kind of a vibe. So we're both singing in the car. I'm thinking we're making our way there, but she actually stops at a liquor store. She goes, "Would you mind if we just get the host like a drink or something, so we don't come empty-handed?" I think, you know what? You're right. We're adults. This is what we do now. So I pick up a little like a Cabernet Sauvignon. I'm like, "Do you think your friend would like this?" And to my surprise, she goes, no. Okay. We need to get that instead. And she points to a handle of vodka. I'm a little surprised about the drink choice, but to each their own. So we go up to the counter and I'm expecting Becky to pay. But she turns to me and gives me this look, and I already know what she's gonna ask. Okay, she goes, "Jackie, like, I forgot my wallet. Like, do you think you could pay for this time? Like, I'll totally pay you back." I mean, I do have some extra money saved up on the side doing class action lawsuits on the PayMe app. So I just transferred that money and paid for the vodka, right? I'm just letting this slide because we're going to have a fun night, right? But no, everything just goes downhill from here. As we're driving to this actual event, I keep trying to ask her questions like, "Do you think anyone I would know would be there? Like, what type of vibe is this like?" She's like, "Oh, don't worry. Like, I don't think you would know anyone there. Like, a lot of people that we went to school with moved away. Like, brand new friends. It's going to be super fun. It's going to bring you back." I'm thinking, bring me back. From the time I spent with Becky, I'm thinking this is going to be like a nostalgia party, right? A bunch of 25-year-olds listening to 2016 music. But I couldn't be more wrong, okay? Because when we pull up to this destination, I realize that this is the same beach we all used to hang out in when we were in high school. I'm hearing the music, I'm smelling the bonfire, but it's not until I actually get in to the beach that I start to realize what's going on here. I feel a little tap on my shoulder, and as I'm turning around, I see a face that I don't expect I would ever see at a party, okay? I see a little broccoli-haired boy with braces and acne going, "Oh, girl, like, what school do you go to? I've never seen you before. Like, I see you brought the vodka. Like, welcome. Like, let's enjoy the vibe. Let's play a little beer pong." A minor was hitting on me. A minor was trying to hit on me. And I'm running around trying to find Becky. And I see the beer pong on the beach. People are around the bonfire smoking weed. And I'm thinking, oh my God. Oh my God. We are at a teenager party. We're at a high school party. And when I find Becky, I'm like, "Girl, are you trying to get a felony? Is this what the liquor is for?" She's like, "Yeah, it's for the host. I thought I told you. This is my coworker's party. My coworker from Garage." I didn't realize Garage was a teeny bopper store, because as I'm really looking around now, these faces look like they just came straight out of the womb. Straight out of the womb. I was thinking, I need to get out of here before someone calls the cops, because we will be arrested. Well, look, Becky, like, it was great catching up with you, but we should really leave before something bad happens. And before I know it, she's snatching the handle away from me, the vodka, and goes, "Why should I leave? Like, I'm having fun. These are my friends. Like, why are you being such a party pooper?" Okay, when she says that, I'm like, fuck this. I rip that handle out of her hands because I bought that shit with my money, and get the fuck out of there. I ordered the Uber, get home, and realized why I don't live in my hometown anymore.